Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Well, now we see that the financial systems are having still a lot of challenges, right? We have problems of scalability. They are still very expensive. Sorry. Yes, with this? Okay. Yeah, perfect. So, we have all these challenges. We see that they are expensive. So we... And honestly, we see that AI agents are now taking like basically all the traffic there. So definitely AI agents need to be prepared to be doing payments, right? So based on these questions, we were asking like on ourselves, do we have the infrastructure for that? Probably not. We need a scalable system to make it affordable to anyone and actually to make AI agents operate in this efficient way. So, but what if this technology exists? What if we really find a layer that helps us to truly enable this and truly build a decentralized economy that can be affordable for everyone? These are the type of questions that we make at Sunday Club. We are a community of more than 1,500 developers, and every Sunday we get together to test and play with the latest state-of-the-art of AI technology, trying to really bridge AI research into applications that can be put in the hands of the users. So based on these questions and trying to explore more about agent-to-agent payments is that we partner with Radius, which is a fast payment processor, and we try to explore new use cases. What can we build in this layer, and how can we really enable this agent-to-agent economy? So we have some demos, and the teams here we are going to show you some of the use cases that we found and how do we play with this platform.
Hi, my name is Frido. I'm a PhD student at Harvard Medical School. If you order a bottle of wine in a restaurant and you really like it, it seems unfair to only tip the last step in the supply chain. They're only the server, not the farmer, not the distribution. The same in the supermarket. If you really like the strawberry, I hope nobody of you guys tip the cashier, but you might want to tip the supply chain, or you want to tip the farmer or the distribution. They cool it really well. So there are a lot of stakeholders in the supply chain. We don't usually tip. And with Tip Your Supply Chain, we made an app where you can distribute like an amount of money via radios very fast, a lot of microtransactions. I think that's already it. Now my friend Greg presents the second hack from Sunday.
Great, thank you, Frido. So my name is Greg Wolf. I run an AI think tank here in Boston focused on AI governance and safety. So we've all heard a lot about these AI agents that are coming to the world. There's going to be millions or billions of them. How do we get to trust them, right? Especially if they're behaving like virtual humans. They're out there doing transactions on the Radius or other platforms with our money. How do we get to trust them? So what we built at Sunday is a reputational scoring system. We call it RepuCore. And essentially, it evaluates a transaction or a negotiation between two agents based on the kind of things that you would use to evaluate a human transaction. How trustworthy, what kind of attitude, how reliable this conversation is. So you can see over here on the left side, we have and by the way, you can see this on the Sunday website in real time. So on the left side, you can see a transaction that's happening. I believe it was for a bag of coffee. And they had two agents having a conversation, negotiating, and they both came out with a very favorable experience. 5 stars for each of them. You can see the addresses of the wallets in the details here as well, and ultimately an Ethereum amount that actually moved on the Radius network. But on the right-hand side, you see the interesting case where, in fact, the one agent was actually being a little bit of an ass, and it was actually being untruthful and lying. So the other agent reported it, and the second agent only got a 2.5 reputation score. So effectively proved that just like dealing with a human, there's a mechanism, a peer-to-peer reporting mechanism for trustworthiness. Where I think this could get really interesting in the future is then when you start to pair this narrative with transactional data, like, for instance, the number of refunds and complaints, that we really can build a robust self kind of perpetuating system of trustworthiness in the AI agent community and ecosystem, especially in banking. Thanks very much.